See, let us suppose that the concept is MSBI. I divide this into two parts. So first of all, you need to understand what a business intelligence is. Business intelligence is a generalized concept, can be applied in any environment. Whatever the environment, see, lot of areas this BI is implemented. You have lot of tools available in data warehousing environment like Informatica, Cognos, Business Objects, Data Stage, multiple tools are there. You have this BI implemented in SAS, SAP, or you have that in Siebel. So multiple areas this business intelligence is implemented. Now, why I am specifying this point is business intelligence is a generalized concept, and the thing that we need to understand is how effectively this BI is implemented as a part of Microsoft is, and if at all you have a choice of selecting the platform, why only you have to go for Microsoft. These are the areas that we need to have to focus. So tell me, what is your view of business intelligence? Put it in your own words. Technicalities anyway I'll give later on.
Okay. In my case, like the clients use these reports for maybe improving some particular areas of their business.
Yes.
Maybe to show the values to senior authorities or else like to government officials and all. The amount of, let's say, homeless people living in some area and all, and to improve the funding and all to their area and all. So business intelligence reports are used for like improving the business parts, maybe in their view, their own, in client's own site. So technically they use different like this Excel and all for downloading the reports and then counting the number of values or people and all.
See, as I have been mentioning, business intelligence is a generalized concept, and this generalized concept can be implemented in any platform. As you are aware of, the listed things, I have listed out a wide number of things. In data warehousing environment, you have that available in SAP, SAS, MicroStrategy, Hyperion, SBase, multiple environments. This business intelligence is implemented. Now my point is, if at all we have a choice, why only we have to select Microsoft? What is the advantage of selecting Microsoft for implementing the business intelligence concept over other environments? So that is what the criteria, right? Yes? You able to follow me?
Yes.
Fine. So now I asked you about your view related to business intelligence. You said that for improving the business, people generate the reports. Yes. So the thing is, not only reports, a number of things are involved in this, but ultimately the concept of business intelligence is for improvising the business and understanding the current status of the business, and how best I utilize the existing resources so that I can reach the specified goal. So simple terms, I can say that doing the business in an intelligent way, that is what this business intelligence is. It is not something like I have enough of resources, so I go and invest somewhere and do some sort of business, don't know what happens, finally where I am going to land up, I don't know. Such sort of thing is not doing the business in a right way or in a proper way. Right?
Yeah.
So this is a crucial concept, and understand that you are already into testing of reports and all. You know how the role of a business intelligence consultant is crucial. See, always we will be dealing with the top management of the organization or will be dealing with the client directly, because BI team is the mediator between the decision the concerned person is going to take and the person who is going to take the decision. Between these two people, we as a business intelligence consultant, we are the mediators. Fine. So, how we are going to understand the business intelligence? Later on we'll see how best it is implemented in Microsoft, what all the advantages, all that we'll see later. But initially what I am trying to make you understand is what exactly this business intelligence is. See, if we ourselves is doing a business, let us suppose that I am doing business or you are going into some business. So what all the strategy building that we need to do it, and what is the technically supportive system for me to build that strategy for our business. See, for example, I am going to start off a bookstore, or I am going to start off a supermarket. So any sort of business like that is generalized concept I am talking of. So prerequisite for all these things is available. Prerequisites in a sense, the major concern is of funding. So we have enough of financial resources, let us suppose, and we know how to do that business, either it is a bookstore or a supermarket or a kirana store or whatever it is. So because we had an exposure, let us suppose, we had an exposure in that type of business previously, so we are aware of how to do that business, so that knowledge is also there, and raw material required for that is also there. Human resources for implementing that is also available. And if at all we need to take the permissions from government like municipality or GHMC or something like that, so wherever you have to take the permissions, all the permissions also granted. Now what else I have to do? Just like that I go and invest, start off the shop and start up the business. What else we have to do? Is there anything else to be done first of all?
Thing is,
See, if you are there in that situation, what you will do? Because any concept you need to understand like that. The situation demanded, you have learned what a reporting is. Situation demanded, you have learned. Otherwise, technically, you didn't learn what exactly SSRS is, right? Am I correct?
yes.
Okay. So what I understood from your version, I am speaking on. Situation demanded, you have learned, you are implementing it. But conceptually, if at all you are strong, whatever the ways and means that they come out with, you can be in a position to provide the respective report, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I am trying to make you understand. That conceptual knowledge is required first of all. At the same point of time, practical exposure is also. Just practical exposure will not be enough. Conceptual knowledge is important, because if you have that concept, can be even a midnight being waked up also, you can implement it. That is what my strategy says. Okay.
Okay.
Don't feel bored if at all I am speaking out something out of reach, because all this my exposure comes in terms of words might be helpful for you somewhere down the line. Okay, fine. Now tell me what else we have to do apart from these things. Shall we just straight away go and start up the supermarket or start up the bookstore and start up the business, or else what I need to do?
Maybe we need to take count of how many resource, like each type of resource we need.
Okay.
And then get all the products, let's say for a kirana store.
Stock you mean to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So the stock and, right, the stock and all is once the business is started. But before that, do I need to do something? First and foremost, come on, you are about to say something.
Are you looking for location or what?
That is very important, no? That plays a crucial role.
Yeah.
Very good example to make you understand this. I'll give you. You are aware of Amirpet market?
Yes.
Right. That's what I want. Right. So this is internationally recognized, and everybody knows that it is popular for IT business. Yes?
Yes.
So that Maitrivanam, starting from Maitrivanam Signal to Sachem Theatre, that entire road is popular for IT training business.
Yes.
Now I go there and start off a Kirana store. Will it work out?
Maybe not very much, because, well, it depends, like, or the people will be, the students will be there, but they are hostels and also they may not need all this.
Yes. Obviously, the thing is, the population or the density of population over there is floating population rather than a residential population.
Yeah.
They come, learn and push up.
Yes.
If I am going to start off a training institute over there, I am also one of the competitor, I can be successful.
Yes.
If I start off a IT company, can also be worked out.
Yes.
If I start off a consultancy, also works. If I start off a bookstore, if I start off a tiffin center, also works. Xerox center, these things works.
Yes.
But not to that extent Kirana store.
Yes.
This is what I mean to say as environmental study. So, it is environmental study. So, identifying the place where you have to start up the business. Location plays a crucial role. This is first and foremost. See, I want to start off a thermal power station in Hyderabad. Will it be done?
No.
Because the raw material required is coal and water, which are not directly available here.
Yeah.
If at all we want, we can get the coal from Ramagundam or Kottagudem, water from Srisailam or Nagarjuna Sagar. You can do that, but the cost of production will be very, very high, not reachable.
Yes.
So this is what I mean to say as environmental study. So this environmental study we have to do, and we have to identify the place where to start up the business, right place to start up the business, and after that the second phase that we need to do is market analysis. You have to do the market analysis. What exactly this market analysis is, we are not the lone person who is doing such sort of business, no?
Yeah.
Take the case of supermarket, take the case of bookstore, or take the case of a Kirana store. We are not the lone people who are doing that business. Lot of other people are also there in the market. So if I start off such sort of business, now getting into the market, where will I stand? Who are all the competitors for me? How they reach the people? What all the schemes that they have implemented, whether they are success or failure? If success, what is the reason? If failure, what is the reason? All this information you need to do a lot of study first of all.
Yes.
This is what we call it as market analysis, and there are two concerns in this. If at all the type of business or the product that you are coming out with your business is well known, people are aware of. In such sort of a scenario, we have to follow this process, whatever that we have discussed just now. What is the market? If I am into the market now, where will I stand? What is the each and every individual's market share in that area? How the business is getting done? Okay, all these things we have to study, we have to analyze, and first and foremost criteria will be, I need to sustain in the market. Once we have sustained, the second target will be, I need to be competitor for the others. and the third target and the last target will be I need to be leader in the market. This is step-by-step process. But there are certain organizations who comes into the market with a thumping network, and as and when they get into the market, they start leading the market. That is because of their network, basically. Okay? So I'll give you an example to make you understand. If I am not wrong, 7 to 8 years back, in India, incoming calls on the mobiles also being charged. Yes?
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, 6-7 years back, if I am not wrong, incoming calls also being charged. And this situation is being completely changed only after Reliance Communications got into the market, right?
Yes.
Reliance CDMA mobiles and all, with a number of things they got into the market, and as and when they come into the market, they start leading the market. They started off capturing the market with their strategy. This is other category. First revolution in telecommunications in India is Reliance Communications. Second revolution I can say is Tata Docomo.
Yeah.
Tata Docomo also came like that, right? With second pulse and all, that strategy started off only after Tata Docomo got into the market. Right? So
Yes.
this is second category, how the people reach, means the business has reached the people, and they start leading the market. The other methodology, what I said, is step-by-step process. If at all the initial step is for the sustenance, I need to look into. Second step is you need to become the competitor over there, and the third stage will be you start leading the market. This is all these methods, whatever that I am discussing, these methods are related to the product that you are going to produce in the industry, or the product that you are going to sell in the what I can say is your business. If at all the product is completely new product,
Yeah.
let us suppose that, for example, 10 to 12 years back, we don't know what a deodorant is.
Yeah.
Now it is a common product, right?
Yes.
So the moment the manufacturers bringing the product into the market, they have an additional responsibility of educating the people related to the product, because product is known, not known, and the people have their own fears, might be having an impact on the skin, or how it is going to have, all these such sort of doubts will be there, right?
Yes.
So that we have to educate first of all. Make the people understand that nothing harm to the skin and all. These are all the positives related to the product, and this many number of doctors have been certified, tested out. All these things they advertise and they start educating the people.
Yes.
So this is an additional responsibility on the business people. If at all the product is completely new product and is not known. Fine? Right, these are all the two multiple angles as far as market analysis is concerned. Now all this is fine. You need to analyze, you need to understand where will I stand if at all I get into the market. For that I might be setting the targets. All these things is fine. But to understand this, or to set a target, the prerequisite is information, data. This is what the prerequisite, right?
Yeah.
So what I have to do is, I need to, as a BI consultant, I have to get all this information from wide varieties of locations, and this I am going to analyze it and understand it for my business sake. So thing is, data or information is widely available. That's not an issue. You can get the data from any location, anywhere across the globe. Now the situation is like that. But only the problem that we are facing is, information is not directly understandable to me. The data that is gathered or the data that is collected is not directly understandable to me. Why is not directly understandable is, see, as I told you, I have been in SQL Server platform is almost 20 years. So definitely you can understand if the data is provided in SQL Server environment, I'll be very much comfortable, no? If the same data is provided in the form of Excel worksheets, or data is provided even in the Access database or Oracle database also, I may not be that much comfortable. That is what I mean to say as data is not directly understandable to me. It's a raw information for me because it is not directly available, in which I am very much comfortable. Fine? And no guarantee that everybody uses only SQL Server for storing their data, right? There are wide varieties of data storage modes available. You can store it in the form of a database or Excel workbook, or you can store it in the form of a text document, or you can go for in the form of an images, graphs, multiple formats, information in whichever way in which they are comfortable, the mode they will follow. And all these categories of information, you are bringing it for your business analysis. Okay? So first and foremost activity is you need to make the data ready, make the data understandable to me. Means gather this information first. Gather this information. After gathering, understand that it is not directly available in my pattern, my comfortable way. That is, might be SQL, might be Oracle, whatever it is. And the second thing that I need to do is convert that to my level. Convert this to my level, and then finally store that into your location. Your location can be a database or a data warehouse, whatever it is. So this process itself, we generally call it as ETL process. This process itself is, we generally call it as ETL process. Stands for extraction, transformation, loading.
Yes.
Generally people, whenever and wherever, even at corporate level also, 10 plus, 12 plus experienced people sitting in the training session, whenever I ask the business, what is the business intelligence is, doing an ETL process, bringing the data using SSIS, and you analyze it with SSIS and finally project that data in the form of a report with SSRS. Fine. These are all the tools. This is the way in which you implement it. Fine, all this is okay. But why I have to do all these things? As a BI consultant, I need to understand why we are doing this activity. The reason is we are trying to understand the business situation. What is the current status? How do I improvise it? For all these things, I need to have this information to be collected, to be gathered. And as we discussed, it's not directly available in our SQL Server format or in our comfortable format. So we have to convert that into our understandable level and finally load that into our location. Location can be a database or a data warehouse. The differences and all we'll discuss once we get into the concepts.
Okay.
So this stage is, as far as business intelligence is, still I am not talking of MSBI at this stage. Or how Microsoft is implementing all these things I am not discussing. I am just mentioning what exactly the business intelligence activities is. Okay. So this stage is what we call it as data preparation stage. As far as business intelligence is concerned, this stage is called as data preparation stage. Right. Now data is ready. How that is implemented, what all the tools that are used, that is, we'll see later. Let us suppose that ETL process has been done, data is ready. Now what next? I need to understand this data, look into this data in multiple ways or multiple angles. Okay, analyze this for my business requirement, no?
Yeah.
So what is that? Understanding this data in multiple ways or multiple angles. Why should I look this data in multiple ways or multiple angles? Means the very crucial point to be understood here is angle changed, information or data is changed. Acceptable?
Yes.
I tell you an example. Come on. You are asking something.
Yeah, it's okay. Like the view, based on the view, like the amount of data will be different.
Okay. So if you are technically looking in terms of a database, that is the way in which you understand. But I am generalizing it. Let us suppose I am speaking out since half an hour, 45 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Prior to that, you don't know me and I don't know you, right?
Yeah.
Now, I can say or explain a relationship between you and me as I am the coordinator and you are the student in the session. This is the way in which the relationship is explained. I can say that this is the one angle in which the relationship between you and me is explained. But there are also other possibilities. Let us suppose that I may be also related to you as a colleague.
Yeah.
I may be also related to you as a neighbor.
Yeah.
I may be also related to you as a friend.
Yeah.
So these are all the multiple angles in which a relationship can be explained or can be defined between two people, right?
Yeah.
So why I discuss this point is, if angle is changed, data or information is changed. This for sure. If I am a coordinator in the class, I will be sounding like this. But if I am a friend of you or a neighbor to you, my behavior will be different, no?
Yeah.
Similarly, you need to understand the information that is collected or gathered in multiple angles. Even I will go into technicalities and try to explain you the same concept. Let us suppose that I am trying to analyze sales data of an organization. This sales data I am trying to understand based on a product. So this is one angle in which sales data is understood, right?
Yeah.
The other angle that I am bringing into picture is, let us suppose that customer. So if I am bringing customer into picture, a particular product being bought by so and so customer, what is the sales amount that I got it? Information is further changed.
Yeah.
Similarly, if I bring another into picture, that is time. A particular product being bought by so and so customer during the last quarter of 2014. Information is further changed.
Yes.
I say that one more as geography. So if I bring one more angle into picture, a particular product being bought by so and so customer during the last quarter of 2014 residing in UK. Till the information is changed.
Yeah.
This is what I mean to say is, if at all the angle of understanding the data changes, the data also will be changed. Okay, so we need to understand this in multiple angles. These angles technically in the business intelligence environment itself called as dimensions. We need to understand data in multiple dimensions. Okay.
Okay.
So normally, if at all, I represent that in the form of a graph. Two dimension is x-axis and y-axis.
Yeah.
But itself pictorially I can represent that in the form of a table. But now what is happening is, in between certain other axes or certain other angles are coming into picture as PQRS.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I need to have multi-dimensional objects like cubes, polygons, pentagons, hexagons, octagons, something like that. For understanding this data, table will not be sufficient.
Yeah.
So all this combined together in the business intelligence environment, we call that as a cube. Cube is not a three-dimensional picture. Instead, it is a multi-dimensional object.
Yeah.
So we need to load the data into multi-dimensional objects called cubes, and you try to analyze, understand. Obviously, you will be getting multiple result sets because two angles is only one result. Third angle coming into picture, you have second result coming into picture. It's something like you can understand this way. You are going for multiple permutations and combinations of the data available. So obviously you will be getting multiple result sets, no?
Yeah.
So all these results you need to project it to the concerned person, for whom you are doing all these things is top management of your organization or the client. So for him you need to send this data. How do you send? You will send that in the form of proper projection, information to be properly projected. Okay. So this is done in the form of, what is that you are doing till now is in the form of report.
Yeah.
So both these concepts, that is understanding or identifying the data in multiple angles by loading them into the cubes and analyzing the data, and whatever the results that you are getting, that results you are projecting it to the concerned person in the form of a report.
Yeah.
This concept is called as data usage. So there are two parts involved in business intelligence. One is data preparation, other one is data usage. Both are two different concepts but interrelated concepts. So now got it, why you have to do the ETL process, why you have to project that in the form of a report.
Yeah.
So all this, how we are implementing as a part of Microsoft environment, we'll see in the next session.
Okay.
Fine. So any
Yeah.
clarifications related to the concept till now, whatever that I have discussed?
No, it's okay. Yeah, I can understand.
Fine, fine. Right. So see you in the next class then.
Okay.